Hi guys! So long time no filming, surprise, I'm back on this channel. So the reason why I'm filming today is I have a bit of a free weekend and I've been wanting to come back on here and give you an update as to how I'm doing with my low buy no buy and my fitness journey. I'm going to make two different videos, one for my low buy no buy, which is this one, and one for my fitness journey, which I'll be filming after this. So my low buy no buy has been going extremely well, but the reason why I haven't been filming is because at one point it wasn't going extremely well. In April I was just about to go to Bangladesh to get married. Well, I've already got married in late 2018. Andrew and I got married in Scotland. He's Scottish, that's why. And the plan was to go to Bangladesh in April and have a Bengali wedding, which we did do. And I'll be posting my Bengali wedding pretty soon after this video, so you guys can all see. I thought it was an absolutely beautiful experience. It's a lovely video. So we recently got our video back from our videographer. Before we went to Bangladesh, I was getting really overwhelmed because I decided to embark on a fitness journey. I was doing this low buy no buy thing. I was organizing a wedding remotely and it was all getting too much, and on top of that I was trying to maintain this YouTube channel. Now I think most of you know I actually have a main YouTube channel with more subscribers, and I do a very different type of video there. I do science and educational videos and they're all animated, and if you look on that channel you'll see that it takes a lot of time, a lot of research, and that is my primary focus. So I was doing, and then also I have a full-time job. So I was doing all of that, and then I was trying to do this YouTube channel. And what happens when you do a YouTube channel is that you start to kind of compare yourself to other people, and then you start thinking, oh, I have to update weekly. And this low buy no buy minimalism journey that I've gone on is something that I'm doing for myself, but then when you put YouTube into the mix, you start thinking, oh, I should build a YouTube channel based on this, and it's just like, no, that's not really what I want to do. I just want to be accountable, and the people and my subscribers on this channel are people that I know pretty well. I've met them across the internet over the last couple of years. They're people that I've met through different channels that I've run, and it's no more and no less than that, and that's how I want it to be. I want to keep it intimate, and if other people come onto this journey and are interested, I'm very grateful, but I will not be driving this YouTube channel like crazy the way that I do the other one, and it takes a lot of maintenance to do a weekly video. So and in my life I'm just too busy right now to do that, so I was putting a lot of pressure on myself basically. And so the low buy no buy journey, that was going pretty well. I'm very committed to that, and that's the easiest journey. But then the fitness journey was suffering and it was just getting overwhelming. So I thought, you know, scale back. My channel is very small. My subscribers are very understanding and they will just wait for the updates. So that being said, let's go on to the updates. So my low buy no buy journey is going really well. At one point I really did struggle, and I think it was just because I was getting overwhelmed with stuff, and also probably because I was watching a lot of other YouTubers talking about their struggles with this whole low buy no buy minimalism thing. Now I watch other YouTubers to get inspired, and you really kind of feed off their energy, and if they are struggling, I find that maybe I will start to kind of take on some of their struggles. Now I don't know why that is, because I'm not a big spender. I never had a shopping problem or anything, so I kind of got over that hump. And at one point I even wanted to buy something crazy like a Chanel bag, and from time to time I look at Chanel bags and I think, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have one, because they are very beautiful items, but they are extremely expensive. When I first started looking at Chanel bags, this was a fair few years ago, they were only $3,000. Now they've risen up to like $5,000 retail price, and it was just, I sat down, did the calculations, like, after my low buy no buy, if I save for a particular number of months, can I buy it? Can I justify it? And that very simple answer was absolutely not. I don't live that kind of fancy lifestyle where I'd be able to maintain a Chanel bag really nicely. If I did buy one, I would want to use it quite regularly, and I don't know if I could keep it nice. And thirdly, like, it's just not affordable for me right now in my phase of life. It's really not. So that's well and truly like a no-go for me. I also think that at that time I was watching a lot of YouTube videos where girls were talking about making capsule wardrobes, and if you don't know what a capsule wardrobe is, it's basically buying interchangeable basic pieces for every season. And there were girls, like, you know, showing off 25 pieces of items, that the 25 items that they would wear all summer. And then I just thought, hang on a minute, if it's 25 per season, say roughly that's 100 items of clothing. That's more than I have now, and all I want to do is get rid of my clothes and get rid of my things. I don't want to start buying new things in when I have perfectly serviceable items. So I think I was partly becoming influenced by that. But anyway, I recognized those behaviors. I was just like, don't be ridiculous. You don't want a capsule wardrobe. It's nice that other people have it, and if they can justify their capsule wardrobes to themselves, that's completely fine. But some of them were saying like, you know, I need this, and it's just like, do you really need this? I definitely don't need this. Do I need this? Do I need this? No, I don't need this. Far be it from me to judge other people as to how they want to spend their money. They've worked hard for their money. They can justify whatever purchases that they want. But I was taking on their justifications, trying to justify my purchases. And it was just whole kind of stupidness. So I was just like, no, I don't need any of this stuff. And not buying things is extremely liberating. For example, this morning, I went out with my sister and we both have really small feet. I have size 3, she has size 2. So we went to this shop which sells kind of very like bespoke shoes for smaller feet, and she found something really nice. And if it was in the past, I would have been like, oh, I need to buy this as well, because who knows the next time that I'm going to find these shoes. But I went through all my shoes. You guys saw my shoe declutter, and I've got plenty of shoes to last me for at least a year and a half. So I definitely don't need any kind of more shoes. So from this low buy no buy, I've not bought any clothes this whole of 2019. I've not bought a stitch. Oh, actually I did buy one lip liner that I don't really like. I bought it with my Boots card, but I'm still using it. So I've not bought any makeup other than that lip liner. I might actually for my birthday ask for a MAC Whirl lip liner, because that was one thing that I lost and that I do miss from my makeup kind of kit. So I'm going to ask my mum to gift me that for my birthday. But yeah, other than that, I've not bought any kind of those things. What I have found by doing my spreadsheets and figuring out where all my money goes every month is that I do spend a lot on gifts, and it's something that you don't really account for. You don't really account for the fact that people important to you will have holidays spread throughout the year, that people from abroad, your friends from abroad might come over and you have to host them. So I don't begrudge that money at all, obviously, but it's something, these unexpected things you don't always think about. But now I know actually I spend a significant amount of money on that, so I really need to budget for that. One area that my budget has gone up in is my lunch budget. Now I don't know if you remember, but a couple of months ago, before I started my fitness journey, I was talking about my 25p lunch, where I was buying sets of noodles that only cost 25p, and they're so bad nutritionally, so I've kind of stopped that now. I now buy a salad from my work cafeteria. They cost about £3.30 and they're absolutely delicious. They're very bulky, so because they have pasta, potatoes, as well as things like kale and broccoli, and you just mix and match. They're quite heavy, so I guesstimate, I don't know how many calories there are, but I'd guesstimate that I'm taking about 500 to 600 calories, so I'm pretty filled up by them, and they're quite nutritionally good, I think, and an easy way to get really delicious salads. So that's where I'm spending my money. I did try and make my own home salads, but I was very unsuccessful. I got very bored of the salads because it was the same thing every day for a week, because I bought those ingredients for the entire week and I rationed them out. But I got very bored of the salads and a little bit sick of them. Like honestly, I just felt like I wanted to puke towards the end, because it was the exact same thing. So I decided that, you know, spending that money on the work cafeteria salads is a justifiable purchase for me. My experience costs have gone down because Andrew and I are now living together, and thankfully he is quite supportive of my low buy no buy journey, and I think I've inspired him a little bit as well. So what we do for entertainment now is cook at home and watch Netflix, and as a newly married couple, all of these are like quite novelties for us. We've just moved in together. It's still really nice. The weather's turned nice, so we'll go to the garden and eat, and you know, just simple things like that. So maybe just go to the pub for like one drink or something, and we won't go stay for two, we'll just come home and have another one, kind of thing. So my experience budget has gone down, which has been really helpful. So yeah, overall I spend between £700 to £900, and £455 of that is bills. The bills include installments for my laser eye surgery that I had a couple of years ago, my travel costs into central London because that's where I work, my gym membership, which is only £25, which I think is really reasonable, and £25 for my phone, which again I think is really reasonable because I have unlimited data and that's what I really need. You know, everybody uses their phone for the internet these days. I've also halved all my home clothes. Now I didn't throw them away because they are still perfectly good to wear, but because they were getting so cluttered, I couldn't see what I had. So I halved them and I put half of them in a suitcase. And so I'm rotating through my clothes faster. I am actually feeling much better dressed at home. It makes a difference, I guess, because Andrew's at home and I want to look slightly nicer. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't look like amazing or anything. It's still like a home look, but it's better than before. Like my pajamas are relatively new and everything like that. I will be, once I go through all these clothes, I'll look into my suitcase and I will pull out the other stuff that I have, and I think my home clothes should last me another year and a half. So really, I don't see myself buying home clothes until the end of 2020, because as my outside clothes become rubbish, I just make them into home clothes, as does everybody else. As in terms of like new clothes for like going out and stuff, I'm pretty good for the next 6 months, I can confidently say. Next year I think I definitely will buy a few things, because there are some nice places that Andrew and I are going to, and I'm kind of recycling what I have already, but they are starting to wear and tear and not look as nice or as new, which I'm actually loving, because I do want to use up all my clothes. I do want to get value for money, so I will buy some nicer pieces next year, but for now I'm perfectly content. And that's what I want to get to. The contentment and the liberation that this low buy no buy journey has brought me has been amazing. I've never been hugely competitive in terms of saying like, oh, you know, my friends earn this much, they have these things, they have that, but like I just feel much more justified in this attitude, because it's just like, I don't want to buy stuff, I don't need this stuff, like I'm just happy with what I have, and what I have is plenty. I live in a nice house, I have a nice camera, I have a computer, I have an iPhone. Really, what more do I actually need? I've got all the mod cons. There is nothing that I should really be hankering after. And so I feel very, very content and very, very liberated. And this low buy no buy journey and finding the Marie Kondo method and minimalism has absolutely changed my life. It's made me super happy, and I'm going to be updating this channel and updating you guys every couple of months. I think that's much more realistic, and it allows me to not be overwhelmed and to keep my eyes focused on the goal. So yeah, so I'm going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. The next couple of videos will be my Bengali wedding video and my fitness journey, and yeah, I will see you soon with another update, and thank you so much for all your support. Bye.